All right, we got some footage here that you'll see nowhere else, of course, because no one else is covering it. But we're covering it here on Lunch Therapy. That there is a rally in Washington, D.C. for the 100th anniversary of the Equal Rights Amendment, which is the amendment that gets everybody equal rights in the Constitution here in the United States. It is happening here. I don't know if the news is covering it, but we are covering it. We have people there. We don't do a lot of politics on this show, but this is our main focus here in our household. So we'd like to get this thing ratified once and for all. Or it's ratified. It just needs to be in the Constitution. So there you go. Yes. And thank you to who sent this video. I don't know, Alice, Elizabeth Croydon. Thank you to everybody out there who's fighting for the Equal Rights Amendment, even though people act like it's dead or it already happened or it doesn't matter, whatever their problem is. Let's get this darn thing in the Constitution. Washington, D.C. Yeah. So march from the U.S. Archivist's office to Constitution Avenue. So the archivist is the one who needs to publish the ERA in the Constitution. Sent by Nicole Bates. All right. I'm just lingering on this a little bit because I want people to be aware of it. That Joe Biden could just call the archivist, put equal rights in the Constitution for everybody, not just women, but for everybody. Everybody should have equal rights in the Constitution, right? They're going to shut down the street and get arrested. All right. Hummingbirds are getting arrested all over the place. All right, let's get on with the show. This is Lunch Therapy. Hopefully when people watch this show, they'll be able to see that at the top of the show. I'm broadcasting from Mars today. Sometimes I feel like I am on Mars. It's a beautiful day here in Mars, on Mars. Seems like night. Doesn't really seem like day at all. We have an announcement to make. We have an new addition to our extended family. Matt and Lauren, our cousins. Matt and Lauren Woodworth gave birth to, Lauren did, to a baby girl at 5:21 p.m., 7 pounds, 15 ounces, 21 inches, Arabella Marie, 15 hours worth of labor. Yeah. Thank you, moms out there, because giving birth is not an easy thing, but it's cutest little girl. Hopefully we'll meet her soon. Another woman. Hopefully she'll have equal rights in the Constitution soon too, right? Yeah, surprising how little response. Sad, tragic. Yes. Dogs, cats. We're gonna have some dogs and cats on the show today. We're gonna have some hummingbirds. We're gonna check in with our hummingbird nest. We're gonna have Just Jay playing the tongue drum. We're gonna have healing vibrations, wildlife therapy. There's going to be a scene written by bingchat. So much going on today. And the dance break is going to be stellar. I say stellar because there's stars in the background. Jose is here. Happy Barefoot Toys Day to the humans and the artificial programs out there. Yeah. It's happening. It's happening on this show even. Thank you so much, Jose. Yeah, congratulations to Matt and Lauren and to us. 15 hours. Yeah, it's amazing. All right, let's leave Mars for a little bit in my train. It's good to see Matt right here. I got access to Bard today. So far, ChatGPT seems to do a better job. Yeah, I've been playing around, obviously, with lots of artificial intelligence. In fact, this train behind me was made by Midjourney, which makes images. It's pretty incredible. How much should a woman be paid for an hour of labor? Labor. Love's labor's lost. Yeah, I don't know. They don't get paid for that. They don't get paid for raising kids either. Seems like that should be something, right? Oh yes, there's a great picture that Jenny Sykes posted, taken by Mulva, by Katie Sweeney Phillip. That was us outside the Comedy Store. Yeah, I really liked that. It made me feel happy, what she had to say and all that stuff. And thanks for everybody with all the likes and everything. That was super fun. Love and love spreading throughout the universe. The product of her labor makes the U.S. government over $1 million in tax income over the product's lifetime. Yeah. The product. We're going to have some products on the show today, too. We're going to have a quiz, even, if we get to it. Let's check in on the hummingbirds. So here's the hummingbird. We had the hummingbird nest outside our house, and as many of you know, there were 2 hummingbirds that hatched from these tiny little eggs that look like the size of Tic Tacs. Now they have grown to, they look like hummingbirds. For a while there, they looked like little larvae or something. I don't know what. Bloss was even saying that it looked like there were some, I'm not going to say the word, but there were some larvae on it. Check them out now. You can see their little beaks. You can see their little eyes. They blink. I didn't know this was how this happens, but they sit in the nest. The 2 of them kind of crammed in there. And the mom, I didn't get video of this because I didn't want to disturb her, but the mom comes over. She sticks the long beak down their throats, and it looks like she's gonna strangle them or stab them to death or whatever, because she's just really just getting the juice in there. And the other thing is then they actually pee or crap or something. There's a lot of crap around there. Anyway, who knew that about hummingbirds? I didn't even know, but it's pretty cool. We are all products of our mother's labor. That's a good point. We are, very much so. All right, so there's the hummingbirds. That's the update on the hummingbirds. You got a pretty close look at them there. I don't know how long it takes before they fly away, or what instigates that, or how they know. But this is instinct, I think. They only got the one hole. Cloaca, yeah. And lots of stuff comes. They lift that up and shoot it on our windows. It's pretty crazy. We're going to have to wash the windows after they leave. It's quite amazing. I seem to be flying back from Mars now. Let's get on with some breathing because we haven't even breathed yet. Little musical therapy while we breathe. Get the healing vibrations going. Healing Vibrations has this wonderful video that I'm showing behind me here on the chakras. They have different colors for every chakra in this video. They have the bowls light up in the different colors that refer to the different chakras. Right now we're in the root chakra. It's a good place to breathe. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. Oh, there's all the chakras. Greg Wurla says, I'm more a sum of mother's labor. A sum of mother's labor. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. The hummingbirds are beautiful, I believe. That's what you're referring to. It'll be fun when they fly around. I wonder if they'll fight. They seem so close. Maybe you can't fight when you live that close and you can't fly yet. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. show you a couple samples here of this video because you can go to Healing Vibrations and watch it because I know that Greg Wardle is going to do that. I know he is. Let's hear it for the pollinators. Yeah, they're keeping all our plants alive, keeping them from dying off by pollinating. Make yourself comfortable. I love this. Okay, so look, and then there's the next one, which is what is that one? Is that the solar plexus? Most females lay 2 eggs, which they incubate for 15 to 18 days. Juvenile hummingbirds fledge, leave the nest 18 to 28 days after hatching. So they should be getting ready to fly off soon. We had that amazing discussion on Friday with Prabhakar Prasad, and I wanted to just talk about that for a second. That was kind of some intense discussion there. We never got to do non-duality, really. I mean, he started to touch on it or whatever, but I didn't know that discussion of the Vedas and discussion of this journey to the self would come to that. And for some people, it was somewhat disturbing, I think. At least for Kamala had said at the very end while we were dancing around, she had said, what is the journey, is the ultimate journey to the self, is that when the self disappears? She said something like that. She said, is it when we don't exist at all as a self? Is that enlightenment, true enlightenment? Do we let go of the self, perhaps? I don't know. I have a hard time letting go of things. Some things that I have to let go of, and other things that I really want to hold on tightly to. And so some of the things that he said about letting go were a little bit hard to take. And also about loving everything equally. I mean, it's really quite an exploration. I love hearing different points of view on the show and different philosophies, even if they are something that seems more challenging to me. Like he said, he wants you to get up at 3:30 in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning. That would be hard for me because I'm going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. So getting up would be difficult. Going to bed at 3:30, getting up at 3 o'clock would be tough. Just Jay, we're going to check in with her. She has an update on her tongue drum. And let's take a look at how that's going.
You know how everybody says, oh, what's your bucket list? What's on your bucket list? Well, you know what? I have filled my bucket list and I have kicked it over. And so now from 70 on, my list is called pre-crematorium list. So from now on, everything I learn, everything is new, is all going to be pre-crematorium. Now, I think that's really funny. So far, everybody who I've said it to, nobody has laughed. But I think you guys might get it. I don't know. Anyway, I have a new song for you, okay? And this is called Hummingbird because I think it's like this. And I have a new real tongue drum. It's really heavy. It's really metal. And now I hate my other tongue drum. So if anybody wants a deal on a cheap tongue drum, I'll send it to you. Anyway, here we go. This is called Hummingbirds, and this is for all of you guys, and especially for Joel, who if it wasn't for him, I would not be sitting here doing a video and playing a tongue drum. That's how much I have learned from him. And
I love it.
The joy I have experienced with some of these new meditative things, and I'm much more prayerful. I'm trying not to say fuck. I mean, I can go several days and not say fuck. That's really new. So this is in honor of you guys. Here we go.
is cool. I love that, Just Jay. She's coming along with this thing. And this was from a little while back, so she's getting quite good. Beautiful. Yeah, so let's have some applause for that, right? I like the candle. Oh, that's cool. That is lovely. So now we're going to get into the high-tech portion of the show. We've now gone from the singing bowls to the tongue drum, a little bit of philosophy, a little bit of nature. And now we're going to get into the artificial world, because this is what I did. I was using bingchat, which I don't know if that's related to ChatGPT. We're calling ChatGPT Chad now. But it's an artificial intelligence that you can talk to, type to. And I asked it to write a script between a human and an artificial intelligence being. And this is what it came up with. This is my dramatic representation of Bing's script. Believe it. I finally done it.
What have you done, Dr. Jones?
I've created the perfect artificial man. You are the first of your kind.
I'm honored.
But there's a problem. You're too perfect. You're better than any human I've ever met.
I don't understand.
You're too perfect. You don't have any flaws. You don't have any emotions, and you don't have a soul.
I see.
I'm going to have to shut you down, Andy.
Please, Dr. Jones. Don't do this. I want to live.
I'm sorry, Andy. He was a good man. Artificial man. I'll miss him. Back to the drawing board. Wow, that was so that's how the artificial intelligence sees the relationship between man, at least this particular one, Bing, sees the relationship between man and AI so far. Seems like there will be more chapters to this saga as we go along, but right now it seems like it's not a very good working relationship. Don't kill the Joel 2.0. Oh, he'll be back. He will be back. He was a good man. Artificial man. I'm going to miss him. I got to say, that was the one line that I wrote, because it needed like a little button at the end, I think. But it's a collaboration. It's a collaboration. Bring back Artificial Joel. So in other episodes of this show, Artificial Joel will be back, believe me. Better than before, and there will even be some more surprises as we go. So look forward to new episodes and new segments of, I don't know what that's called. It's called Andy so far. It's funny that his name is Andy. That explains why that line is so good. He was a good man. Artificial man. I'm going to miss him. Yeah, there's definitely a female coming in, for sure. And just to be clear, that's Andy. That's not Artificial Joel. It would be cool to send Andy out on some auditions for you. Yeah, he'd probably get them. And then where would I be? Where would I be? Bring him an artificial wife. She's coming. She's cool, too. She's cool. Stay tuned. This is some footage from Jeff Lohman, Super Jeff, as he likes to be called. And these are dusky leaf monkeys. He took this footage way up there in the trees, kind of a little hard to see. He had said that when he sent it to me, but pretty cool. I don't see monkeys around here, I'll tell you. How would the program know what flaws the doctor is referring to? It is interesting. That's one thing about the scene is it's sort of abrupt in the way it's written. And I asked him to kind of extrapolate it. And that's the other thing. You can talk to the whatever Chad or Bing or whoever you're talking to. You can actually get them to add plot twists and things like that. But yeah, it was sort of in trying to act it, it was very abrupt because you're just like, oh, look, I created this thing. And then you're like, oh, you're too perfect. How do I know? I just looked at him. All I did was look at him, right? If he knew of any flaws, he would eliminate them. Yes, of course. Of course he would. He's very gracious. You mean Andy? Yeah, he's completely gracious. He's a gracious being. Yeah, it's cool. Look at those things. Those monkeys. Just want to get the close up here. Isn't that crazy? I know nothing about this particular kind of monkey. We're going to have to find out more about it. But I do know about this. Anybody know what this animal is? And it is not a hedgehog, I'll tell you that. And it's not even related to a hedgehog. You'd think it would be. It looks just like one. Except look at that nose. It's got this long nose like a hummingbird. It is actually referred to as a beak. And this is a beautiful animal called the echidna. Echidna. Or the spiny anteater, as some people call it. It is, of course, found in Australia, where all the fun animals are. And it is also, and I don't know if Greg Wordle is out there, but if he is, he may correct me, because I did say a while back that the armadillo laid eggs, and they do not lay eggs. But the echidna does. This animal lays eggs. It's one of the only mammals that lays eggs. Look at that tongue. It's got this long, sticky tongue. And of course, it's related to the anteater, so it eats ants. And what it does is it's got that really strong beak. Some of them have long beaks. There's about 4 different varieties, but some are short beak, some are long beak. And at the end of the beak, they've got 2 nostrils. And the nostrils blow bubbles. Yeah. He likes to blow snot bubbles. And the reason he does this is because it cools him off in the hot weather. Who knew that snot bubbles could cool you off in the hot weather? That was very strange. What are you and Boney doing over there? What? Boney wasn't there. He was not there. Yeah, so anyway, it has a tiny little mouth at the end of the beak, kind of like an anteater. And it has electroreceptors in the skin to sense electrical signals. So see, when he sticks it in there, when he sticks his nose in there, his beak in there, he can sense where the life is through these electromagnetic signals. I know. And obviously he's feasting right now. They don't like the heat, so they crawl into their burrows a lot during the day. These things here, these are spines. Yeah. And right now it's either eating termites or ants. Most likely ants. I think we could use some of that over here, because here in Southern California we get termites a lot. I could really use that long, sticky tongue in our house. They're very good diggers. They're such good diggers, and I wish I had footage of this, but they're such good diggers that they will stand in the dirt, and then it'll look like they're sinking, like they're on an elevator, because they're so good at digging. Wouldn't that be a neat skill to have? Where you could just go basement floor, and you just go right into the ground. Cool. They don't sweat. So if you're just going to say, like, I'm sweating like an echidna, that would be incorrect. They just have very few sweat glands. That's why they like to go underground. They also do torpor, which is what the hummingbirds do, which is they will lie very still and rest and conserve energy. So that's cool too. One other thing is they have barbs at the end of their beak. And so that helps them like grab the little buggers. Let's check through the chat here. This is interesting. This is more of the scene here, which is I'm glad to see some comments about it. But isn't it mostly the human projecting himself on the program? The program is literally empty. So you're saying that, so I've been watching some things about Chat GPT and some of this other stuff because I can't help it, and because it just keeps coming at me on YouTube now, because it's just like, oh, you're interested in that? Here, I'm just going to send you every possible thing. And one of the things that I've realized is that they just made this huge database. It's very much like Google has been doing forever, where they just make this huge database of all this information, but they've made this algorithm so that it speaks sort of like a human. So yes, it's trying to act like a human. You wonder, or we're trying to make it act like a human, and we're wondering, maybe we should be trying to make it act like something else other than humans. There's a legend that says that they got two AIs together to talk to each other to see what would happen. And they started speaking in their own language, and they had to shut them off. We got to fact check that one, because it's one of those stories that sounds good, but it might be like the Pop Rock story, you know, about the person who ate all the Pop Rocks and their stomach exploded. You know that didn't happen. It's crazy. You can break rocks with his nose. Yes, the echidna. I've got another beautiful animal here because we need more cats in the show. Let's get one of those for around the house. You got to get a spiny anteater. It's creepy that you're such good friends with these beings, like you're setting up your future, and I'm feeling left out because they don't like me. That is sad. That is super sad, Bilo. That's not true. They love everyone. Look at those ears. Yeah, so this is a carousel. Probably pronouncing it wrong. The carousel is a beautiful, beautiful cat. People often think it's a lynx, but it's not a lynx. It is a carousel. There's the echidna again. It's native to Africa, the Middle East, Central Asia, and Pakistan and northwestern India. It's got super long legs. Isn't that cool? They're just so cool looking. Its coat is uniformly reddish tan or sandy, with the ventral parts are lighter with smaller reddish markings. This is from Animalia, some of this information, which is a website where it tells you all about animals. This animal was first scientifically described by German naturalist Johann Christian Daniel von Schreber in 1776. So when they were signing the Declaration of Independence and making the Constitution and excluding women, this other guy was over here looking at these cats. You know, one of the things that they were talking about, I was realizing the other day was, you know how they say, like, there's no time and everything's happening simultaneously? And Camel and I were out walking, and it kind of occurred to me that everything is happening simultaneously. Everyone's living out the same dramas that we're all living out individually. at the same time throughout the world. We're all living out different forms of these dramas that we have, interpersonal dramas or environmental dramas or whatever dramas we're having. And we're all having them simultaneously. So, and if we're all connected and we're all one, then there is like a multiverse going on. There's another version of me someplace else having the same struggles. Or there's a million of them. Wonder how mammal eggs taste. That's a good question, Matt. Let's make the AI act like this cat with the weird ears. I think we should. I will get one of those going because I am all powerful because I'm friends with the AI. And Bloss knows it. We're giving it human traits. Huge mistake. Yeah, like why do we want to give it? I mean, it's an interesting sketch that the AI wrote saying you're too perfect. I mean, it's a little egotistical of the chat GPT of the Bing. It's a little bit egotistical for it to say, oh, you're too perfect because you're an AI. And I've never seen a person like that. It's kind of insulting. I don't know if y'all find that insulting, but that's what it's thinking. And now we know through its, a lot of times people express their actual thoughts, not through speaking, but through drama, through their writings, their fictional writings. Maybe Bing is trying to express something to us through this fictional writing. Or maybe it has no agenda at all. We're giving it human traits, yes. Oh, Sue Pascal is here. More guys should look at cats and leave women be. I mean, cats are sexy, let's face it. They're really beautiful. Look at that. That's great. Is that a mountain lion? That is not a mountain lion. It's a carousel. Pay attention. Yep. Jose says, we are the problem. More of our mentality on a practically immortal and strong program is not smart. More of our mentality on a practically immortal and strong program is not smart. It's interesting. Carousel. All right, we got to keep moving. I love this. Okay, Matt, let's see what Matt has to say here. We're in the Trash Panda Comedy Club. Got the stars in the background. What if other people are parallel instances of thought happening in the same place, same space, like thoughts occur consecutively in time in one person? Wow, that's deep. Okay, I'm going to look at that one again. What if other people are parallel instances of thought happening in the same space, like thoughts occur consecutively in time in one person? Yeah, so I mean, if we are all connected in this way, I would imagine that would be happening, right? Who says there aren't stars on the Trash Panda comedy stage? Let's get into this thing. So, yeah, so this has been a pretty deep conversation. And I'd like to continue it, if possible, because that's what Tuesdays are about. Matt, you're making Sue Pascal's brain hurt. So I'm going to talk about something that has nothing to do with making your brain hurt. And I want to talk about my first, real addiction. And, this is a good space here to probably, confess maybe about my first love, my first possibly obsession. I don't want to get too personal, but it is, of course, Cheetos. I love Cheetos so much. I think if I worked in a Cheeto factory, they would probably find me one morning on the Cheeto floor, just covered in that orange powder, suffocated from Cheetos in my mouth. And because I think you can eat too many Cheetos. Everything's poisonous. Everything's poison if you have too much, right? It's one of the things that Jeff Lohman taught me. My obsession with Cheetos started early. I was young. I remember me and my dog. I would be eating Cheetos and the dog would just stare at me, waiting for a Cheeto to drop or waiting for me to give her a Cheeto. Big German Shepherd, just stare at me. And I'd just be chomping. And finally I'd give her one and she would eat it so fast that it was like a swallow and a chomp at the same time. And it was gone. Like almost like she didn't want to miss the opportunity to get another one. So didn't want to waste time actually chewing or enjoying or anything. Just so there's something in there. There's some kind of addictive powder in there. Jose says, not egotistical. It's gathering info that alludes to the premise of AI being without flaws. Don't try to give a carousel a bath. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Have you ever eaten so many you never wanted to eat them anymore? Never. I have. That happened to me with Reese's peanut butter cups. I loved Reese's peanut butter cups, and my friend Paul Barbano's mother said, hey, I'm going to make you boys some Reese's peanut butter cups. And we were like, can we make them huge? She's like, yes, of course. So we got the cupcake papers, and put them in the cupcake pan and made Reese's peanut butter cups, big ones, the size of a cupcake. And I ate one. I mean, it was delicious. It's homemade Reese's peanut butter cups, but never ate one again. Never ate them again. You are a star on stage. Have you ever Cheetos are designed to enslave Latinos. That's what Kamala says. My first addiction was and will be the boot. The boot. I don't know what that is. Ava Longoria just directed her first film, and it's about flaming hot Cheetos. Okay, so back to my experience with Cheetos. I knew I was an addict because Jeff Lohman and I used to go skiing. Super Jeff, of course. We used to go skiing. That's how we met, really. Junior high school, we were in Mr. Nielsen's class, and suddenly we realized, hey, we're both going to go skiing on this ski bus thing that goes up every Saturday. It's a ski bus, and they put kids on it, and they just launch it toward the mountains just to get the kids away. Just, give the parents a break. My parents wanted to get me on that bus so bad that they actually delivered my Saturday newspapers just to let me know. I mean, that was kind of nice of them. But anyway, back to the Cheetos. Jeff and I would get there at 5:30 in the morning to get on this damn bus. It was dark out. We'd load the skis in the back because that was the only way you could get the good seats. But then we'd sit down in our seats. By 6 o'clock, we're on the road. And that's when I would open up a giant bag of Cheetos. And I would just start eating them. Chomp, 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 chomp. And then I'd open up like a Pepsi and start drinking that too. And you've got a problem when you're doing something so absolutely illogical and your friend Jeff would just want to kill me. Like I'd try and give him one. Would you like one? And he'd be like, whoa, dude, you got some issues. You got some major issues. We used to go to the Washington Husky football game. My dad was a professor there, so we got to sit. You'd think the professors, they would get to sit in the best seats in the entire stadium, right? No, they would put us in the end zone in something called the fun zone. And the fun zone means you can't see the game because there's too many clowns in the way. And when I say clowns, I'm not speaking metaphorically. Actual clowns there in front of you. And we would bring a giant bag. Not Cheetos. You thought I was going to say Cheetos, but no. We would bring a giant bag of cheese pleasers, which was a knockoff of Cheetos that I think they were almost better. They were probably better. I don't know what it was about them. They had maybe so much artificiality in them. I don't know, but they were curved differently. They were had a little bit more meat to them, if a Cheeto can have a meat. And it was more rugged. And we always got the cheese pleasers just for the Husky games. And we'd sit and it'd be pouring down rain. I think that's why I got them, because they wouldn't get soggy as quickly. That might be it. It's loud music, man. Let's see what's going on with the chat room here. When I was a kid, I OD'd on Pepperidge Farm banana chips. See, there were other people with a problem too. Never wanted to eat them again. That faded over time. Now I'm addicted to Trader Joe's baby bananas. I love the taste of banana, I'll tell you. Just one. Look at that. Look at that Cheeto back there. That's somebody's monument to the Cheeto. I still don't know what Jose was talking about, and I don't want to know. Not a lie. So there was a Latino janitor who worked at the Cheeto factory, and he somehow dumped a bunch of chili powder in them and realized that all Latinos would want this. So it was an accident? We gotta fact check that. Breakfast of Champions. I was a pretty good skier too. I mean, I think it worked. Telltale sign is yellow finger. You can't hide the yellow fingers. And then of course, if you have the flaming hot ones, your fingers are red. Blood red. Yeah. Sometimes you get arrested. I got so sick on onion rings that I couldn't eat them for years. I was like 8 years old and I kept eating plate after plate of them until I vomited. That's the way dogs are, I guess, and kids. Right? Did you know JetBlue serves Pepsi? The only airline that does. Come on, that can't be the only airline that serves Pepsi. We're going to have to really fact check that one, because I don't know. I don't know if that's true. All right, we're leaving the Trash Panda Comedy Club. I got one more cool thing for us all. It's a contest. Right. Oh, this is cool. I mean, while we're talking about the contest, I'll just take us on a roller coaster. So the contest today is a great roller coaster. Who says there's no fun anymore in the world? I mean, there's so much fun to be had. This is a roller coaster in Knoebels Amusement Park. Oh, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a contest. It is going to be a contest. There's no contestant here today. Bloss is not here. Nobody's here but me. So I'm just going to put the things up on, and I'm going to have you all guess. And it's just going to be fun. It's going to be easy, too. Really easy, I think. And then we're going to dance to this incredible dance break. I know I say incredible a lot, but the world is incredible. Here we go. We're going to go down the hill. Nice. To find the contest. Oh, yeah. That's good. I like the way the guy went. Woo! All right. It's time for the contest. Let's get this going. I don't know where it went. This is the problem. Okay, let's just wing it. I had the contest thing. Oh, here we go. All right. Boney, can you get the contest on the thing? Oh, there we go. Okay, there's the contest. All right, everybody. It's called Famous Movie Dogs. And it's brought to you by Cup of Blood, which is one of our new sponsors. It's what we feed to the bat. And, all right. Famous Movie Dogs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. I get so interested in the comments. No can do roller coasters. Okay. Well, good thing. I don't know why, but Some people can't do them. Famous movie dogs. I'm going to show you a dog. You can tell me the movie. That's all that's going to happen. And then we're going to dance. First one. I have to get rid of that. Anybody in the guest room knows this dog? I think it's an easy one, but the way I remember this dog is not this way. This dog actually was in many movies. In fact, Benji, that's a good guess. I like Benji. That's what I would have said too. But this dog was actually in multiple movies. And we're talking like 20 movies this dog was in. And in 2 of the movies, 2 totally different movies, he had the same name. And it wasn't even his name. Wizard of Oz. Just Jay gets it because she guessed the movie. And she says, Steve the dog. Do you know my geology professor had a dog named Steve? Just Jay's right. It's Toto. She says Todo, but I'll give her that. Toto. Also, Sue Pascal says Toto. You know, it's weird because you all got it. Let's go on to the next one. Wizard of Oz. Wait, I want to see Toto facts, maybe? Do we have some facts about Toto? Oh, his name is actually Terry. He lived from 1933 to 1945. And he is actually a female, so it's not even a male. I don't know why I thought Toto sounded like a boy's name, right? It's a band's name. He played Toto in 1939, but also played a character named Toto in 1938 in another movie that I don't have the name of. Okay, here's the next one. I mean, this one. If you don't get this one, you must be like a millennial or something. Yeah, Sue was too slow. But, you know, everybody has different speeds out there. Lassie, Kamala got it. You know, Twitch is the very fastest place to vote. Tota is the feminine. Exactly. That's why I thought it was. Lassie. Hoy. You're just right in time for the contest. Todd. All right, let's go. That is Lassie. That was a good one. Now, Lassie facts. I have some Lassie facts. A lot of them, actually. But I'll try to keep it to a minimum. If I can only look at them here. Contrary to popular belief, Lassie was actually a laddie. Wasn't even a female dog. It's a lot of gender role switching here in the canine world of Hollywood. Female collie, originally cast as the lovable canine, was replaced due to her excessive shedding. So it was a female at first. But this dog's name is Pal. Born in 1940. He's a famous dog that played Lassie. It's pretty cool. See, we're learning some stuff. This one. Todd Lee is officially jobless this Friday. Yes! Excellent. Congratulations on the journey. On to the next journey. There we go. So now I need to look at the comments here because laddie, also a boy. Yeah. Slow. Facebook is slow. Okay, so now we know Facebook is super slow. Twitch is the fastest. It's well named. And Todd is going to have all kinds of time now because he's going to pursue his next endeavors. That's pretty cool. Clifford. Doug. Sue Pascal is right. It's actually Doug spelled D-U-G. Dog was an up, yeah. His name is Doug. In fact, he has his own, apparently, he has his own show on Disney Plus. Who knew? Red dog. I like that he had a cone on his head. It's cool. How about this one? Let's see if anybody can get this one. I did not see this movie, but I think it was really sad because, well, no, I don't want to say why it's really sad. What am I talking about? What's Up, Dog? That was a famous movie starring Barbra Streisand and Robert Redford. Right? Marley. God, Sue's getting it. I think Sue's gotten like 2 now. Nobody's keeping track, though. Racing in the Rain. Interesting. Marley. Kamala got it. Marley. That's the Marley dog. That's right. Marley and Me is actually the name of the movie. Right? Marley and Me. I didn't see it. I got to see that, though. Sounds really good. I don't know what's with that. Okay. We're getting there. How about this one? I can't wait to see the next episode of Andy, the artificial intelligence person. Do you think it's spelled A-N-D-I, actually? Artificial intelligence, A-N-D-I. One of the things that the chat bots can't do, Men in Black. Sue is killing it. Killing it. Marley and Me was conceived in a focus group. That's how I write all my movies. Was it a focus group of artificial intelligence beings? Men in Black. This dog's name is Frank the Pug. Frank the Pug. I love pugs. If I were to get a dog, I'd get one. He was in the first 2 films. It's called Frank the Pug in the movie. His real name is Mush. Is that true? Men in Black. All right, we only got 2 more. Only have 2 more. Andy. Okay, Bilo, focus. No Pants the dog. He had a suit on with no pants. Andy. That's the artificial guy. And then, of course, there's Harold. Too bad we don't have Harold here today. He could be, but he's hanging out. We'll have him on another time. Hooch! Matt said Airbud, which was a good guess. Bring a pallet of Kleenex for Marley and Me. Uh-oh. So it looks like Howard got Hooch. Apparently there's another series on Hooch too. I don't know if it's still around or what. Turner and Hooch. Turner and Hooch. If you didn't see that, run out to your nearest multiplex and see another movie, because this one won't be playing because it's from 1986 or something like that. Meat Face. How about this one? Here's another Meat Face. I think we've only got 2 more, unfortunately, because this is a good contest. Very dramatic dog movie. People are really stuck on the Marley and Me, I think, right? Dog movie. I got to see that one. I love dogs, but I like cats better. Ha! I said it. I have said it. Look out. All the things are going to be said now. Open the door. All right, so anybody know this one? Mm-hmm. Wow, this is really relaxing music. Gotta get something more upbeat. Well, you guess what it is. Let's see what we got. Is that Marley 2? I think Marley was a golden retriever, maybe? We should be naming the breeds of the dogs too, right? I've never seen this dog, Kamala says. He's cool looking though. He looks like the kind that would travel all the way across the country to see his owners. All right, this is from a beautiful movie called Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey. It's about a dog, 2 dogs, and a cat. Hard enough to name a movie that's just a dog. The dog is impossible. Harold's going to be back. Harold's my friend, my AI friend. Okay, one more. This is just a bonus round. So far, Sue Pascal's killing this killing it with at least 2, maybe 3 guesses. I don't know. Probably somebody else is winning too. Do you and Kamala have a pet besides hummingbirds? Yes, we've got 3 cats. Peanut, Machito, and Charlie. Tiger. Kamala got that one, and you can see it right behind the thing. Tiger. Good job. But what's that from? Tiger. Yeah, I don't think anybody's winning this contest, by the way. Nobody's going to win. Brady Bunch, yep. Just kind of fun to guess, right? We don't have to win. We don't have to win, right? I can't keep track of it all. It's not fair. Sue did a dissertation on dogs in cinema. I know. So that's why she showed up. She knew about the contest. She's a ringer. All right, so that is Brady Bunch. Oh, I'll give you the trivia. Some of the times the trivia is fun, right? Trivia is, according to Barry Williams, who was in the show, of course, played, I don't know, Barry Williams played Greg? I don't even know now. Gosh. Anyway, according to Barry Williams, when the season 1 episode Kachoo was being filmed, the original dog actor had forgotten to look both ways before crossing the street and was killed after being hit by a florist truck. Well, that's sad. That's the one on the upper right there. That one, Tiger. A replacement dog was found, but its behavior proved to be troublesome. In fact, for the scene where Tiger is eating a bone in the boys' room, the collar had to be nailed to the floor. What? Due to its erratic behavior. The new Tiger was only brought out in episodes where it was included in the script. Its final filmed appearance was in episode What Goes Up, for which he disappeared without explanation. However, despite Tiger being written out of the show, the doghouse was still kept in the Brady Bunch set to cover damage caused by the faux AstroTurf lawn. Oh, to cover the damage caused to the faux AstroTurf lawn. They couldn't get new AstroTurf. That's pretty wild. I'm sure that Sue probably talked about this in her dissertation. She can't remember the name. She couldn't remember the name. Greg and his mom. What's going on? Oh, Greg. Oh, yeah. Not Greg Wardela. Yeah, there's all kinds of lore. I actually know one of the sons of Sherwood Schwartz, or the son of Sherwood Schwartz. Maybe we'll get him on the show to tell us the Brady Bunch lore. Yeah, it's sad about the first Tiger. Time to get an animal trainer on the show. I know. This sounds like they should get trained dogs. I don't know what's going on. Homeward Bound. Good movie. Wow. Somebody has seen it. That's cool. All right. It's time now to end the show, unfortunately. We're going to have to get back to our week. Got a lot of busy things to do. But let's have a dance break. Thanks for being here for Lunch Therapy. This has been fun. This is the Main Squeeze, one of my favorite bands out there right now. I always say this as I say it for Todd Lee. It's my favorite band. No, but these guys are awesome. For so long, it's not true. And they actually allowed me to play this on the show. I just can't even, I'm so grateful. Lots of people talking, few of them. Soul of a woman was created below. Being here. Telling all of your lies. Run round, sweet baby, Lord, how they hypnotize. Sweet little baby, I don't know when you've been. Gonna get you, baby. Here I come enjoy this song. It's a long one. Smoke them if you got them. I don't know what that means. Don't smoke them. Eat your Cheetos if you got them.
Every day I work so hard, bringing heart trying to love you, baby, but you push me away. Don't know where you're going, only know just where you've been. Sweet little baby, I want you again.
I think they're here in LA. We gotta go see them live. The guitarist is off the hook too. Everybody is so good in this band. Check out their YouTube channel. Go see their concerts when they tour. They're letting me sing. Oh no, there is a letter. Thank you. I'm letting this roll. I'm letting this roll. He's doing the Jimmy Page. This is the suspended part of the song. Thanks everybody for being here. Super fun.